T&T Bobsled's former president, pilot and secretary Gregory Sun dared to dream in the late 90s and early 2000s. That dream was supported by the men immortalised in 1993's Cool Runnings, and decades after, the relationship between the two nations continued to prosper.
To hear Sun tell it, regional integration has always been our greatest asset. Without it, T&T's Winter Olympic presence would not be a reality.
The Jamaicans were really helpful. They understood what it took and the struggles to get where they were, and I came after them, so I just kind of followed in their footsteps. They would see me at the races and they would help out and say, you know, this is what you need to do, this is where you need to go, here's how we can help you. And we was really a team with only two people, a driver and a brakeman, so they would help us at the start to get the sled onto the line, onto the ice, and then at the finish.
Sun says tropical nation collaboration in the sport has always been an important subtext of the Games.
To a point, it's competitive, maybe to the general public more than the athletes and the federations, because if you could get two Caribbean teams in bobsledding at the Olympic Games, that does a whole lot for the Caribbean. And when I first started, I was contacted by the first Brazilian pilot for bobsleigh, and he asked the same questions because he saw the Jamaicans and myself at the Olympic Games, and then he reached out because we kind of consider ourselves on the world stage as a region versus me against them.
The Port of Spain-born pilot admits that T&T competing in snow was one of those things that felt far-fetched right up until the 1994 opening ceremony.
The proudest moments is carrying the T&T flag at the opening ceremony. You can't explain to anybody unless they have done it or they've been there. I remember the TV people saying, you know, it's over 1 billion people watching this tonight. And then you realize how big it really is because it's televised live around the world.
Sun, who holds a PhD in sport, exercise and performance psychology, has pledged his support to the effort and says while we obviously have the athletic talent, a combination of the right opportunities, resources and dry weather physical assets will get us to Milano Cortina in 2026. Jovan Ravello, TTT Sport.